Shlinda1. Okay, guys, so today is another, what are we calling this? Natural hair Q&A? Should we do like Tip Tuesdays or natural? I gotta figure out some little cute little something. And you guys decide on what day you would like the email question answer portion so that each week you guys know when this video will be up. You choose. Put it down below what day you would like to make sure that you get this information, and you'll always know that if you send an email, I may just be answering your email on that particular day. So put your suggestion. Okay. But today we are going to be answering our girl Ariel. Everybody say hi, Ariel. Hi, Ariel. I got your email, and here we go. So it says, help, hair trouble. Hi, my name is Ari. Yesterday afternoon, I was searching the web just for some hair guidance, and it blew came across your page again. I watched a few videos from your first big chop. I believe that our hair types are similar, and I want to tell you my hair story, and maybe you can help me figure this thing out. Okay, here we go. So my hair is natural and has been for 10 or more years. You're doing good. I've been natural for 10 or more years. I had a just for me perm when I was 11 or 12, and after that I started wearing weaves, braids, and sew-ins. My hair is extremely thin, fine, and frizzy, so I kept the weaves even though they were damaging my hair. Like 3 years ago, I decided to leave it out to help care for it. The stylist cut it and dyed the front. And dyed the front. Every 2 weeks, she would hot comb and press it. No, good God, why? Jesus. I wasn't knowledgeable, about how to take care of it, so that heat and color kept breaking it off until it was literally pieces left where the color had been. So it was back to the tight waves. Almost 2 years ago, my friend and mom were helping to cut out a sew-in late at night and chopped hair out with it. There was spots with only 1.5 or 2 inches of hair in the back and in the middle. So I stopped getting sew-ins and started to wear wigs, thinking I could treat my hair underneath, which you can. I went to a stylist and didn't want to cut my hair, even so trimmed it twice, but it was still very short in those spots and longer in other spots. It was a mess. Currently though, I've been trying to build a regimen with Cantu and Shea Moisture products, washing every 2 weeks or so, daily conditioning, and oil silk cap at night, also back on Hair Affinity. My hair is still a mess. It was longer at the sides and short in the back and the middle. It's still weak and thin. My edges are non-existent, like badly, from those braids and weaves, and so the wig that I wore seemed to be making them worse, even with the cap I have on underneath. I am a full-time student, an employee, an intern, and between work, school, and my responsibilities at church, I'm out of the house by 5 a.m. and not back until 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. I have no time in the weekday to say forget the wig and try doing something else. I got so frustrated last week that I just cut it off. Now I have a TWA under a wig. What detailed advice would you give someone like me? How can I have healthy hair as the Lord leads? Can you help me? Laugh out loud, forgive those caps, but I am anxious to find some help for this head of mine. Ari, love. Hi, Ari. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is I think you made the best decision you could have made, and that's cut it all off. I'm being completely honest. I would say cut it all off like you just did. But where you messing up is that you're going right back to the wigs that you felt like didn't help you before. Look, Ari, look. No wig. This is all me. There's nothing wrong with wearing your TWA. Start there. Because the more you wear your hair out, just your hair, you're going to automatically care more for your hair, because you're relying on it now, right? I mean, think about it. Those of us that wear wigs, we like keep our wigs on, well, I don't, but most people like really take care of their wigs because they depend on their wigs. They wear their wigs. So my strongest recommendation to you would be rock your TWA and find beauty in it. Look, I'm cute. Now, this is not my, you guys all know my hair in the back is short, but I purposely got my, what do you call it? My diffuser and like pressed it so I can kind of get like a shape. Okay, now back to Ari. I think you did the best thing. Hands down, I think you did the best thing. I would cut it off. I would do the TWA, and I would start a weekly regimen. You said that you're busy Monday through Friday. Great. Guess what? Most of the world is busy Monday through Friday. You are doing, and you have the best thing you can possibly have. You have your TWA, which is very low maintenance. You can care for it at night. Make sure you moisturize and seal at night. Wear your satin scarf. Do what you got to do. So when you wake up in the morning, you can just go. On the weekends is when you're going to invest time into your hair. You're going to go through your full regimen. You're going to wash your hair. You're going to deep condition your hair. If you need to, you're going to get oil treatments depending on your scalp and stuff like that. And we can go through that, and I'll reply to you an email with like a regimen in my opinion if you need it. But you already clearly know what to do. You say you have the Cantu Shea Butter and the Shea Moistures. You already have an idea, and what I'll do is make sure that I record my most updated natural hair regimen to help you. But you keep saying that you need help, but you did the best thing you could do. You started over, cut it off. You have to find beauty in what God gave you. And I would honestly recommend that you don't do no Bantu knots, you don't do no twist, you don't do no none of that. I want you to fall in love with whatever curl pattern God has given you. Now, I know you're going to be like, that's not so easy, Shalinda, because mentally there's blocks. You want to know how I know you're saying that? Because I said it. I mean, I've been natural now for what, 2 years? Has it been 2 years, guys? I know I transitioned for 1 year, and it's been about a year. So yeah, about 2 years now. And I know all too well that, I'm trying to move over here because I feel like my hair is being cut off. I know all too well that, you know, mentally we feel like your hair is your identity. But like you just said, you felt lost because your hair wasn't quite what you needed it to be. You know, you was never happy underneath the weave. It wasn't happy underneath the wigs. And it makes no sense to be wearing those protective styles when you're not even at a place to where you're properly protecting what you're trying to protect. You know what I'm saying? You already said that, you know, they cut off half of your hair and you had spots and some things, your edges are gone. My honest opinion would be to take off the wigs, take it all off, and let's start at the basics. You already have it. God has answered your question already. You already cut it all off. Go there. Start there. Do your weekly maintenance. Every night. They have so many edge creams that you can start working on, you know, really trying to regrow your edges back. Go get you some castor oil and stuff like that to start working on those things. You have to find a way to make what you have work. So I would recommend, you know, what do you call it? Wash and goes like I have. Just do the small things and find beauty in that. And I promise you, when you start doing you're just caring for the hair that you have on your head and not worrying about putting anything on top of it, especially if what you feel like you're putting on top of it is not helping the hair underneath. We wear wigs, and I wear wigs and weaves only to help protect this. If this was being damaged, bye-bye weaves and wigs. I'm serious. It makes no sense. That's how I feel about celebrities. What's the point of you wearing a wig and weave if your hair underneath is like crap? So that's why when we see these videos and we see the pictures of these celebrities that take off the weave and the wigs and they have hair all the way down their back, so many people are like, that's a weave or wig. No! That's the whole point of wearing a weave or wig, is to help protect your hair. So I would definitely recommend, and I'm very proud of you for doing the TWA, but I'm going to say I would recommend starting there. Every single night, wash and, moisturize and seal, depending on your type of hair. Now that you have a TWA, we don't know if you have thick hair or thin hair, so it's hard for me to judge and to advise you on what product I would recommend, because I feel like if you have thinner hair, you want a lighter moisturizer. If you have thicker hair, of course, you want a heavier moisturizer. It just depends on your texture. So email me back and tell me more about your hair, so then we can go from there. But I think that you've done the best thing that you can possibly do. You already have a TWA. Go from there and find beauty within that. And I'm telling you, when you rock your regular hair, you're going to find a need to take better care of it. I love you and congratulations. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or anybody have any questions, of course, do the same thing she did. Send me an email at beautifuldreamers at gmail.com, and I promise to make sure that each week you can come back here and find this video, and you guys today are going to determine what day of the week you would like this video up. I love you guys so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, please rate, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to check out my description box, and I will see you in the very next video. Love you guys. Remember, being a beautiful dreamer is so much more than about just your outer beauty, but it's more important to show the world just how beautiful you are inside. Love you guys. See you in the next video.
Yeah.